Greetings one, greetings all. My name is Michael Scott Robinson, and in 2023, I had a near fatal stroke. In fact, I was not even supposed to live. The doctor said no, I wasn't going to, but I was too stupid to listen to him. Look where I am these days. And I figured I would do my story to help people understand that you can do it. It may seem hard at first, and it is hard, but it's something you can do if you need to. You just have to have people on your back, or got your back, like I'm willing to do for people. Anyway, my story starts not in 2023, but in 2020. I worked at a company in the warehouse, material control, to help the mechanics and people working at the satellites around. Now, the pandemic happened, and I was kept there, and we were told not to visit anybody. So I said, okay. And fortunately, because what my job entailed, I would be like the musicians on the Titanic. Basically, I wouldn't be required to quit or leave my job because I was going to be useful. But we were told, as I said, we were told not to see other people and try to be as social distance as possible. Now, the problem with that is in 2023, that month, I lost my grandmother, not due to COVID or anything, but just because nobody could check up on her. So she was nuts, caught in time. And I feel bad about it because I tried to visit her every week on my Sundays. And so I was one of the last people to talk to her before she passed away. And that affected me, still does. And also, I lost my dog, one of my two dogs that time, in 2020, within a month. And he died of old age and cancer, which really disappointed me because he was a good dog. He's one of the broken toys that I talk about that I use for the title of this. Okay, so in the process of me losing both of them, and also because I was supposed to socially keep away from people, I did what I always did when I'm hurt and sad, is I keep away from people and begin with, because I was doing what I thought was the right thing, but it wasn't. It was more of me just not getting near people because you don't want to do that. And so I learned the wrong lesson from what happened. Okay. In 2022, I lost my other dog. She passed away because of old age also. And it's a problem with the corgis, what happened to her. She basically started gaining a lot of fluid weight. And also, in December of 2022, I lost my primary care doctor because she retired. She was a good doctor, but it was like I didn't have a doctor when this happened. Fortunately, I got one eventually. So, once again, I retreated from people. Now, in February or January of 2023, I took a trip to keep calm, or to keep relaxed. I went to Las Vegas, not to gamble, because I don't gamble, and not to drink, because I used to drink very little. But I went to go see Melville's Omega Mart, because I love museums and I love interactivity. So, Anyway, in February 2023, to be specific, I took time off. I took a day off on February 15th because they were cleaning out my septic tank. So I was in my bathroom and I was texting back and forth with my mom and being a smartass and saying stuff like, "Oh, why not make it harder for them if I take a dump? Because they have to clean it out when I do it." I was kidding, of course. But I was in my bathroom. All of a sudden, I dropped my phone. And I was wondering why I did it. All of a sudden, then I puked on myself and fell down. And I lost control of my right side. It didn't hurt. But I grabbed the door with my hand because I just was trying to keep myself up. I couldn't do it very well. And then I had two of the last coherent thoughts I had for a while. I thought if I let go of the door and grab my phone that fell in front of me, maybe I can tell someone to come by or dial 911 or something. As I said, they were coherent, but they weren't intelligent thoughts. If I would have known then what I know now, that I would have done something different. Probably could change it anyway. But anyway, I let go of the door to pull myself up forward, and I fell backwards instead. Then I had my last coherent thought for several months. My last coherent thought, was, I guess I'm dead now. Because I knew what was happening to me, and nobody would know I would die. Because they probably wouldn't find me for several weeks or several days because of the fact that I kept myself isolated. And I know that part of it was because when I kept isolated, I would eat. And I went from basically 290 pounds up to almost 450 pounds. So I was big. So anyway, so I'm on the ground there, covered in puke, dying basically, and had no hope in sight. But what was weird about this was two things. First off, when it happened, if I had been going to work instead of at home helping or waiting for them to do my septic tank, they would have I would have probably crashed on the bridge because it was happening at the time I usually cross the First Avenue Bridge downtown to get to my job. I'm glad I didn't do that. And the second thing, still to this day, I know what happened, but I can't see in my mind where it happened. You see, I know logically where it happened at. I mean, I know I passed out my bathroom and my living room was hard floors, but I don't see it as my house. I see it as a house, when I was growing up. I'm speaking of the Pacific. It was I was in the third floor of a triplex. And I see myself to this day, every time I think about it, I see myself falling down and on the ground at my childhood home in the bathroom there. And also I'm on the floor in the kitchen where they're helping me, and all I keep thinking is the same thing. Because the house was the third floor, and the entrance near the kitchen was a tight spiral. I was like, how are they going to get me down that spiral as big as I am? Of course, I wasn't thinking the stairways behind the house, because that technically was a front entrance. Don't ask me why. But yeah, anyway, what I could do, I don't see myself, I didn't think I was gonna live. And honestly, I didn't see how I was gonna find anybody to help me. So, I was just there. But, what I'm gonna do is, next time I do this, I'm gonna tell how it was discovered and everything from there on. But that's it for now, because I don't want to do too much, because let's be honest, I'm trying to drag it out as much as I can. Yeah, I'm kidding. Anyway, I do hope you guys like what I'm doing. I want to tell my story and try to help people in a condition maybe not as bad as I had, but who have had strokes, who have had knee replacement, who think they can't do it. I want you to know that, like me, you can do it. If you need someone who has your back, it'll be me. I know that's kind of like not the best, because hey, I'm a brain damaged guy. But I'm kidding, of course. But no, if you want help, I'll do what I can. I can't be there physically, but hey, I can be there emotionally. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to tell everybody, I want to end this podcast, or end this episode, chapter, whatever you want to call it, with the fact that I'm going to end it by what I will be saying at the beginning of every episode from now on. Because what I like to say is a phrase I got from my grandmother, not the one who passed away that way, or I've talked about, but another one of my grandparents who passed away. And it's from Rudyard Kipling. And basically, it said, I'm gonna say, oh, best beloveds, because it's intimate and feels good to say to people. And that's what I want. I want people to understand, you don't have to go this alone. You got someone who'll help you, even if it's someone like me. Anyway, I do hope you like this. The episodes aren't going to be long, because, let's be honest, in the generation today, they don't like very long things. So, I'm going to keep it short and simple. So, take care. I hope you realize I got your back. Anyway, take care, okay? Bye.